New microphone, same podcast.
New mic, same podcast, and a new bottle of whiskey. I'm so excited for this.
The microphones or the whiskey?
Both. I'm like a little kid when it comes to like new
gear.
Yeah. Like
You'll be over it in a week. You'll be like, I think we need new shit.
Yo, Chris, we need to get this.
Yeah.
No, this is pretty fucking sweet. And we got the 4 mics. So now when we get some guests on, we got like an actual proper setup.
And there's a lot of background noise going on right now. Your dog's moaning, and you're not gonna hear it. So
he's got dementia or something.
I guess this is episode 30, right?
Episode 30. 101 wild turkeys.
100, yeah, 100. That's a great name. It took us 30 weeks to get half decent equipment.
Hey.
But it is what it is. And it was also a matter of we wanted to spend money or not. So, but I'm happy we did it.
I think we went. I think we got
it's worth it for people listening. Because
I think it's worth it for us.
The banging, everything.
I think it's worth it for us too, though, because now we don't have to have a setup that we have to be like 2 feet apart from each other.
Yeah.
And like when we have a guest on, like making sure they're super close to the microphone and all this other shit. Now here's your mic, here's mine.
Keep it 3 inches from your face.
Keep it 3 inches from your face.
Keep it over your face like this. And then everyone can tell that you're good to go.
And
hopefully we get some headphones, and that's about it.
Yeah, so that's literally the last thing I have to figure out.
So hopefully, I mean, if anyone's listening and wants to text us or fucking write us, whatever.
Fucking comment on the YouTube
video let us know.
below.
Let us know if you notice the sound difference off to this one, because I'm curious to see how it shapes up. Because I just find with the other one, we had it dialed in pretty good.
Yeah,
but it's just you can't get away from shit going on.
That mic literally.
And the nice thing is now it's
everything.
not going to pick up, because these are just picking up what's right in front of it, as opposed to trying to pick up sound in the room, right?
Yeah,
the way that you would kind of explain that to me.
Yeah, it literally only picks up from in front. Now it does pick up shit to like left, right, and behind.
Yeah.
It's never perfect, but since we're so loud talking into the mic, everything in the background, you're never going to fucking hear.
No, not at all. And it's not going to, I guess it won't affect the levels of us sitting right here.
No, I don't.
It's not going to be any carry through.
I don't think so. No,
Perfect.
I was sitting here. I had both mics hooked up when they first came in, and literally had one mic down in front of me, like in one in my left hand, one in my right hand, and I had no crossbleed between the two while like switching between both.
That's perfect.
You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Chris is just getting his.
I just wanted to lean forward and
pour us a drink here.
Yeah.
And I was actually very surprised with these stands. They're from a company called Newer. And I don't know why I was so surprised, because I bought can you not open it?
No, I'm just looking at it.
I thought you were struggling to open it.
I will read it after.
But yeah, I don't know why I was so surprised, but everything I saw was like cheap plastic.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't really want cheap plastic. Like it is what it is, but at the same time, the mics have a bit of weight to them. And I don't want to have the mics in a certain position that they have to be in, or they're going to fucking topple over. So when these showed up, I'm like, sturdy. Holy fuck. The middle pole's all metal or aluminum, whatever. And so is the base.
Yeah, it's got some, it's a good paperweight.
Yeah. And for the price that they're pretty inexpensive.
Yeah, they weren't expensive at all.
No. So I'm more than happy with everything we got. Yeah, I'm excited. This Wild Turkey 101. What were you going to read on the bottle?
I
actually read the back of the label earlier.
Did you? Is it any different than a regular bottle of Wild Turkey?
I don't know. I've never read the back of a regular one.
In fact, I didn't realize this had rye in it.
Yeah.
All right, I'll hit it. I'll hit everyone with the once over. For more than 60 years, legendary master distiller Jimmy Russell. I don't know why I said Jimmy Russell like that, but I said it like that. Rissell. Jimmy Russell has been crafting Wild Turkey 101 the right way, with high rye content, and this iconic bourbon is perfectly aged for up to 6 to 8 years in American oak barrels with the deepest char for more character. We bottle 101 at higher proof, and only when it reaches its full complex flavor of caramel, vanilla, toffee, and spice. As Jimmy says, like the Kentucky River, Wild Turkey 101 is mighty, bold, and it takes its own sweet time. So it is a bit different than the other one.
Yeah.
Just for people watching, this is 50.5% alcohol.
Yeah, not what I
This
said
is
last week.
10% more.
I said like 52
Yeah.
to get the 101 proof.
This is but that was just a rough off the top
that
of
was
your head.
a really good math equation in my head.
You did it pretty good. You weren't bad.
Well, I appreciate the
it's okay.
the encouragement.
Yeah, I'm probably got that math equation wrong just along the same with you. All right, I'm excited to do
I
this.
love the.
I'm just going to try and pour this while also making microphone contact.
Okay. I love that label on the bottle. Like, I actually really like that bottle. Oh, yeah. He's going to spill it all over the microphone. I cannot wait.
I'm not.
Oh, baby. And Chris has a DD today, so a few extra drinks should be flowing.
Sunday fun day.
Oh, man. You want to hear something fucking wild?
I do.
So there's this, cheers first.
Cheers, man.
Cheers. Oh, that is, whoa.
That's good.
That's really good.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a little sweeter than just like the regular turkey.
It might be.
Yeah.
Still working through it.
More of a burn though, that first sip.
Oh, and that's just down to the alcohol. You can't have that much
when
alcohol
it's got 10% more alcohol.
Yeah, when you got 50% in a bottle,
Yeah.
you're gonna get a little bit of a burn.
You're getting a little kickback.
And it's warm. It's not a burn, which is
No. Yeah.
Holy
It
fuck.
is really sweet though. I love that bottle. I think it's the label. Like that turkey.
That turkey's mean.
It looks so
It's
sophisticated.
large and in charge.
I don't know if they can see the
Well, if they can't,
yeah, there's the bottle.
there's the bottle.
I don't think I have the camera that low.
The world's ugliest turkey on the front of it.
But yeah,
yeah.
no, this is fucking delish. All right, yeah. Do you want to hear something wild?
Yes.
So there's a gaming mouse company. I think they make a few other things, but their main thing is mice. The company's name is called Final Mouse. They had one mouse that they made like regular manufacturer. You just fucking order it. They have a surplus of fucking mice. Then they decided they were going to do limited supply. So they would only make like, let's say 50,000 mice for Canada, 50,000 mice for the US, and then 50,000 for a section of the like Europe and shit, and then for Australia and Asia.
Seems like a good way to immediately drive the price of your mouse.
Yeah.
Because now you've just created your own supply and demand issues.
Yeah. So they did that. I got one of the mice. I actually have three of their mice.
Sorry, saying mice just doesn't, for a computer mouse, it doesn't, I know it's correct.
What do you want me to say, mouse?
No, it's fucking with my brain though. It's totally right. I'm just dumb as shit. It just doesn't compute in my brain.
Yeah. So I got a couple of them, but honestly, they probably have the best business like plan as a company because their mice sell out within hours.
And
hours.
top dollar.
You
too,
can't even fucking get them.
No.
If you don't get them the minute they like tweet out or whatever, you're not getting one. Or if you do, you're paying double, if not quadruple
on the
price.
secondary market.
Yeah, trying to get them off eBay or somebody else that's selling them. But yeah, so they made this new mouse, huge hype. I think it's kind of dying down now because it's like, okay, whatever. They haven't really changed a whole lot. Now their new mouse is, I think it's like all aluminum or something, and it weighs next to nothing. They were like the first on the market to release a mouse that was like 50 grams or 60 grams or something, which is super light. So they did that. But then this aluminum mouse that they made a copy with diamonds and gold in it. It's worth $100,000. This thing is so fucking absurd. So if you're a listener at home go on to Google, type in Final Mouse Diamonds. That's what I'm going to type in right now, just so I can show.
Do they make a legit, like you're saying they're like,
I love their mouse.
it's a well reviewed, legitimate product out there.
Yeah. I love it. Now the last one,
they're not just creating their own hype by limiting their quantity, because although like they sell out in a flash, it still might not be the best product out there.
Yeah, no,
because you can create hype for shit that's no good. Like I think we were talking about that last week with Mackenzie. Like you can create hype for a bar via word of mouth. Oh, it looks really exclusive, but when then you go in there, it's expensive and trash. That is absurd. I'm just looking at this photo here. Let me try and describe this.
It's literally got diamonds.
It looks like a bedazzled mouse.
Yeah.
A computer mouse.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. How much?
Oh, that the one with the diamonds is like $100,000.
That's
US.
preposterous.
Yeah, it's stupid.
Yeah.
But that mouse, I think it's retailing for like $290 or something like that. It may even be more here. It's like it could even be $269.99. It's something like that down in the like US dollars, which is absurd.
Do you have one?
Not this one, but I got a couple upstairs. Now the thing
by the same company?
Yeah. Now the thing I don't like with their like the one I have and this, I think it's on this one, is it's got holes in the side, like where your thumb and like your pinky sit.
Yep.
And
it's like ergonomic for your hand.
Fucking hate it.
Really?
It's got holes like in the side of it. It's like a honeycomb.
So they almost like lock in like a bowling ball?
Not even.
They don't go in that deep.
Literally small honeycombs to like cut down the weight of the mouse. There's literally holes in the side of the mouse. I'll show you after.
Mm-hmm.
But I hate the way it feels on my like thumb, because it like puts like little indents in your thumb.
You're building up calluses on your pinky and thumb in the weirdest spots.
Just leave it fucking solid. But yeah, I thought that was pretty wild that they made $100,000 mouse.
Oh my God. Nothing surprises me anymore. Like when it comes to obscure things like that.
True.
It's like, okay, like this mouse is $1 million. Sure.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah.
Like like this $100,000 mic or mouse.
Yeah.
Does it track any better, or is it just $100,000 because it's got diamonds in it?
Just $100,000 because it's literally the same mouse as like what you could buy right now.
Mm-hmm. Like if I went to Staples,
if you bought the like original model of that, it's the same mouse. It's just got diamonds and gold in it.
It's a grill. They put a grill on their mouse.
Yeah.
All right, now
That's
I'm in.
The best analogy.
Now I like it.
Yeah, they put grills on it. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, now I'm in. I'm a sucker for grills.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey.
I can't get enough of them, to be fully honest with you.
Fuck.
All right, I'm going to have some more of this.
Yeah, no, this is super, super good. Now, me and Chris talked about this off air. I guess it was a couple weeks ago. How we both agree that the whiskey review should come after the first glass. Because the last couple, now again, since we drink it with ice, it does dilute it, but at the last like sip or two of it tastes way different.
Mm-hmm. It just changes everything. That sip, I got more of the, it said caramel on it, so maybe it's in my fucking brain. It's just clever marketing, but I got like a
little caramel hint.
I don't know what it was. It was something. It's definitely sweeter.
It's got some of the best flavoring of any whiskey that we've had so far.
It is like breathing fire though. It's warm, man.
It is warm. I don't know why I wore a long sleeve, but
yeah, I like it.
Talking about long sleeves, do you like your like the cuffs super tight, or do you like them kind of loose?
If I'm gonna wear it without rolling the sleeves up, I wouldn't mind it a little better fitting,
like a little tighter.
Yeah, a little closer. Doesn't have to be. I don't want it to.
You don't want to cut off circulation.
No. I don't want it even really touching, but yeah, I don't want it loose.
Okay, yeah.
Loose has like a straighter look, I think.
I hate it when it's loose.
Yeah.
Because it like falls past my hand.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking.
Hate it.
So what do? You duct tape them?
I probably should start doing that. No, like this one, I usually just won't buy it.
No.
It's
something I never think about until
you put it on.
Until maybe you just said it now.
Yeah.
I'm like, whatever. Like, it's not something that checks the box
Yeah.
for me, but I get that because every time someone's trying something on, it's like, okay, well, it's got to fit here in a certain way. So maybe that's what it is for me. And I just be like, okay, where's it sit on my arm?
Yeah.
Good. I'm out the door.
Yeah.
But since you asked me, I guess I would prefer it a little tighter, but
now
it's not something that I've ever like gone through and been like,
it has.
I gotta
It has got.
this has got to check a box or else it's going in the fucking trash.
Now I got little T-Rex arms and I'm short and stubby, so like things got to fit a little different.
Yeah, I
where
get
you
it.
can get away with a lot more things. You're more the average.
I'm perfectly average on it, all the things.
On all the check boxes.
All the boxes, like height wise, weight, probably average, maybe a bit chunkier, but hair color, brown. Wow, never seen that one before. What color are your eyes? They're green, greenish blue. So I can check all the boxes.
That's different.
A little
though.
different, but still, yeah, perfectly average. Intellectually, much slower, way down there, at a grade 1 or 2 level,
I'm with you.
probably.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm with
reading
you
or
on that.
writing's not great.
Kindergarten level.
Math is tough too, but other than that,
I think
I'm doing pretty average. I think.
Reading and writing at a level 1 or 2.
Yeah,
I agree with that. I'm right there with you though.
it's just not it's not something you need to do. Why would you want to expand that?
Yeah.
Oh man,
So I'm just making
just making a minor adjustment
just
on the sound.
just a little adjustment. Hopefully we're still good. Hopefully I didn't fuck it up, but I think we're good.
As long as you know what you're looking at, because I just see
Dude, so when I
see
first got
lines
it,
on
I
the
thought it
screen.
was like, oh,
looks like a
this is,
sonograph.
I'm like, this is pretty simple. I haven't touched any of so it's got EQ built into it, so we can fuck around with like that. But I figured that's a little much.
For those at home that doesn't know what EQ is, what
so
is
it's
that?
like changing
That's me.
like how much low frequency, high frequency, like mid frequency.
Is that all adjustable after, or is just
yeah,
while
I
you're
can
doing
adjust
it?
that shit after as
Yeah.
well, but I can literally do it right now.
Yeah, just
I
tougher
don't
without
want to
the
fucking
earphones.
do
Yeah,
any of it. There's also like effects that I can put on it, which I don't see any reason to put effects on.
you don't want to talk with an echo.
No, not really. I don't think I can do that kind of effect. I don't even know what the effects is. I haven't played around with it.
Okay.
But I figured I'm not going to fuck around with it because we're going to have a guest on and everybody's voice is so different.
Mm-hmm.
I may as well just like do it after if I'm going to do anything at all. Like I think for what we were doing previously, I had like just minimum EQ on our episodes and I thought it sounded pretty fucking good for what it was.
Yeah, it was good for me. Like it sounded pretty dialed in
I'm
based
super
on what we
pumped.
had. So
I'm super pumped to edit this episode though to see what the final outcome's going to be.
yeah, to really get a taste for it.
Yeah.
What is this book you have sitting on the table here?
Oh, that's Audrey got me this. It's Brilliant Ideas I Had While Stoned. It's just a notebook.
Is it blank?
Yeah, it's just a blank notebook.
Oh, okay.
It's got lines in it, whatever.
Is that what you were writing in last week?
Yeah.
Okay, I never noticed that.
Yeah. Well, thanks for noticing.
I noticed the book you had, but I never noticed the cover of it.
Yeah, no, the book's just easier to move around. So
Definitely.
I put all your predictions in there.
Yeah, do you want to get through those?
No. I think we should save that for the end. It's a nice way to end the episode, I
Okay.
think. Yeah. I like it.
I would like to open. I think we should open a betting account, and put do a
Okay.
dollar opposite bet.
Okay.
So no
whatever
major
your
money.
predictions are,
Whatever my
we'll-
prediction is, do the opposite
And
for
we'll-
$1,
We'll be fucking millionaires.
and I'll bet you by the end we've racked up tens of dollars.
Okay, let's do it. I'm in.
I'm just curious
Dollar
to see what
bets?
it like. We start with like $10
Whatever.
and see how far it travels
Yeah.
over
but
this thing.
I think it'll last till we finish the podcast.
Oh man, it's
Because you're not doing good.
no,
Let me tell you.
no, I'm not.
Like, I don't know what you did, but the universe is like, oh, he said what now? We're going to do the opposite. No matter, they could have, speaking of sport, we'll just go sports team. Somebody could have a fucking 10-0 lead, and Chris will be like, yep, they're going to win. Next thing you know, that other team
Next
is
thing you know,
scoring
it's
11
10-10.
goals in that 30 seconds he just said they were going to fucking win. And the other team that Chris said was going to win now loses.
Yeah,
It's absurd.
it's pretty wild. But it goes to show you. I mean, if you were going to look at it from just like a gambling perspective, that's why like there's no locks. Like anyone tells you like they're gonna win tonight, whatever the fuck.
Oh,
like,
there's no guarantees.
We also started this prediction when the Leafs are on their their slump that every team goes through at some point in the year.
Yeah.
So the Leafs won last night, but previous to that they were 1-7, and I think I was predicting games during that stretch. So it obviously drives down the numbers, and that's why it doesn't count. But yeah, it's just like you catch things on their up and down, and like on paper should win. Same thing with Liverpool. They've had a rough go.
Yeah.
But I got some more things. We'll talk about it after.
Yeah, we will. We
try
will.
and get through this fucking glass of whiskey. I'm gonna be hammered after this.
Same. I've had one meal and it wasn't very big. I can't wait though.
Oh man.
I had a gummy last night.
Nice.
Dude, now I didn't read the package. So I don't know how much it was.
You should never read the doses of weed before.
No, but I think I need to because I didn't like it. I think it mellowed me out more than anything. I didn't get fucking stoned.
It was probably. Did you get it from the government?
I don't know. Audrey got them.
My guess is it was probably like 2.5 milligrams. You didn't get high?
No.
Yeah, I would say it was probably 2.5 because the way that they sell them, way that they're allowed to sell them in Ontario, even at a regular dispensary. I say government because it's the government puts different regulations on shit.
Yeah.
You can't buy a package of something that totals more than 10 milligrams.
So maybe they were 5.
You could get a bag of gummies and there's 5 in there. They could each be 2 milligrams. Or you could get one chocolate bar and it's 10 milligrams. But you can't, they're not allowed to sell you a bag that each thing is 10 milligrams or each thing is 25 or whatever, which to me is stupid.
Yeah, I think the actual like gummy should have a max. Like that I would understand.
Yeah, like if I want to do a 10 milligram dose, I don't want to have to
eat 30,
pay full pop for a thing that's got 10 things in it. I just want to like, why can't I buy a bag of 20 and each one is 10 milligrams?
Yeah,
that's how you would think a regular society would do it.
I didn't know that because in the package there was 2. I had 1 because we had other ones, and I'm pretty sure they were 10 milligrams.
Yeah, and
I was. Like, that was like the perfect dose for me.
Yeah, 10's a good one.
So I guess last night it was only 5.
Probably 5.
Yeah. Fuck.
Damn,
I was a little disappointed.
You got to read the labeling.
Read the labeling on everything. I'm like, same packaging pretty much as the last ones we had. But Audrey's like, there's only 1 in this one. And then the one I opened, there was 2. I'm like,
got it.
Now that you said that, makes a lot of sense. It was probably only 5 milligrams.
What you should do is just continue down the black, like, there's a lot of good black market edibles out there that you can get. You can buy some from other provinces. You can buy them from your neighborhood drug dealer. But they've like...
I want to make them.
Yeah, it's
because Audrey, well, she makes brownies, but
yeah,
I want to make... I'm a fan of the gummies.
Yeah, I mean, give it a shot. I mean, but I don't know how they get down to the levels. I'm sure if Audrey knows how to do it, she'll do it. But
I think we'll just wing it, and one might put you...
One will put you on
a different
Pluto.
Universe, or it's going to be kind of mellow and you got to have 2.
Edibles are a scary game.
Yeah, because once you take it, there ain't no coming back.
You're on the ride.
Yeah, you're on the coaster.
Yeah. I don't know how much this thing was, and this was made by a friend of ours, roommate in college. He made a weed butter. And let's say it makes a brick, like a pound, 1 pound of butter.
Yeah.
Right? So he used, I think, 2 or 3 ounces to make the butter.
Okay.
Which is a fair bit, I think. I don't know the original recipe. Sure. He used like 2 or 3 ounces just to make the butter. And then he made a batch of brownies, a regular small little batch of brownies.
Yeah.
And he replaced all, like, if it called for milk, if it called for butter, if it called for water, he replaced all of that with his brick of butter. And I ate something the size of a quarter out of that. And I was high for over 16 hours. Like the highest I've ever been.
Yeah.
And continued to get higher the whole way until I went to sleep.
It's like the world's longest like roller coaster climb ever.
And I wasn't freaking out. I was in a good spot when I did it. Like that's why that's
the main thing I think.
It's set and setting. That's what they say when you take psychedelics, but I think it should also apply to when you do I think with any drug. Like if you're drinking and you're in an environment where there's someone that bugs you and or maybe you're just in a shitty mood that night and whatever, like you probably shouldn't do it that night.
Yeah.
Same thing with psychedelics. Same thing with smoking weed. Same thing with eating weed. So our set and setting was set up like this is what we were going to do that night. We had a good time, but like we were fucking blasted, like way higher than we wanted to be.
Yeah.
Like by a lot. Like we were expecting to like chill out, eat some pizza, watch a movie.
Yeah.
And we were basically
giggles.
going in and out of different panic attacks at various times,
Fuck.
but enjoying it. It was just like, it was a wild ride.
Fucked.
Yeah. And it kicked in right as like a pizza guy was showing up.
Oh, God.
And I was like repeating the same thing over, not realizing
Just like the other night.
Yeah, exactly. Ordering pizza and they're asking my address and I keep giving them my name. Yeah, something like that. So yeah, it was, yeah, you got to be careful with edibles. So anyway, my point of this story is if you go to someone that makes them legit, but they don't sell them legit,
yeah,
they can pretty much, they have a way of testing them. They can tell you, I'll sell you a bag of 50. Each one's around 10 milligrams. Perfect. Yeah. Then you don't have to fuck around. Whereas someone will like sell you a singular chocolate bar. And like, I think it's around 100, 200 milligrams for the bar. And you're like, fuck, like, should I eat like a corner?
Yeah.
Like then you're trying to fuck around and then you'll eat a little bit. You're like, no, I'm good. Then you'll go probably triple what you did last time, be way too high.
Yeah.
It's too much fucking around.
Mike's friend.
That's why it should just come in like, if it's just like almost like a pill, just be like, this is 10 milligrams, pop it in there.
Yeah. Done.
Away you go.
I think 10's a good baseline.
Yeah, for me, I mean, there's people out there that are gonna say
that we're
pussies, but like the regular person, I think could easily handle 10 and enjoy themselves.
Yeah, 10 I'm at a good place.
Now 25, I did 25 one time before I was smoking a lot of weed and shit like that, and I still don't fuck around with edibles too much, so my tolerance is probably way down. But 25 was like, it was a horror show. It wasn't great. And I think it was since after.
It seems like a lot though.
It was after that first experience where we ate too much, but we didn't realize and we got too high or whatever. But the time that I ate the 25, I knew how much it was, and I was expecting it to be much more mellow than what it was. So that's what tripped me out.
Yeah, okay.
Because the guy that I did it for, and I should have fucking known, the guy I did it with, this huge stoner, was popping these things like mints.
Like they're fucking.
And he's like in a 25 milligram dose to him is like a 2.5 milligram dose to a regular person. You know what I mean? It's just super mellow. You barely feel it. So and that's what he said to me. So I've shoveled this thing down.
Yeah.
And then in about an hour and a half, I'm like, oh no. And then you realize like you just started going up the hill of the roller coaster. You're like, oh fuck. Like, I'm probably going to get out of here. I'll see you later. Because we were at some like weird fundraiser and
how much was,
but then I did 50 in LA and it was fine. Not fine, but
you were,
but again, setting in a good mood. We just had a nice dinner, half buzzed. True. And I probably ended up sleeping through most of it anyway.
That's the biggest thing is just putting yourself in that right environment or just having, I guess, the right people around you at the same time, right?
Yeah.
When we were at Spencer's birthday party a few years back, how much were those gummies?
They were strong. I don't know what they were.
You popped one.
Yeah.
You couldn't even put your shoes on.
No, man.
Like, it was hilarious.
Is that when we were on Main Street?
No, we were just at their place. It was a house party.
Oh yeah, but I also drank way too much.
100%.
I was more. Now I know that you're talking about. I don't even think I felt the weed that night. That was just drinking.
I don't know, because you ate that thing and within 45 minutes.
Oh, it had an effect for sure.
You came over and you're like, I need to go.
But I was drinking too much sangria. That's why.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. I drank too much booze that night.
I thought,
no. I wasn't tripping out from fucking.
You carried your shoes home.
Yeah, because it was hilarious.
I'm like, Chris, let Dad put your skates on, sit down, and like you couldn't. You sat down and then you're like, it's the wrong way, and you would turn your shoe like so the heel was at the toe, and you were trying to put your fucking shoes on. I'm like, God, dude.
Yeah, it's a disaster sometimes.
Like, here, just carry them home.
Yeah, I know the party you're talking about now.
I
was actually thinking of his other birthday party that I thought you were at. But that one I had, like, we all like pieced because like there was like 4 or 5 of us that don't do a lot of edibles.
Yeah.
There's probably 20 of us out that night. We were down on Main Street, Newmarket.
Yeah.
And gave us the edible. You fucking shovel it in, you're drinking, you have a good time. And then about an hour later, you're looking around, everybody's like,
just like tripping
a bit. Yeah. And
it's starting to set in.
Oh, it had set in. It was like, it's just like all of a sudden. I was talking with my buddy Kevin, and he was in the same boat as me. He doesn't do a lot of edibles or whatever. And we were having a conversation. And then like, he literally just turned to me. He's like, I have no idea what you just said to me for the last 5 minutes.
Because you're over here like,
I'm like, I didn't realize I was talking. Yeah, you know what I mean?
That's the best.
Yeah, and I don't even think we were having that long of a conversation. I think like I had just been like, yeah, do you want something to drink? And he was just like, and then I'm like, holy fuck! I'm like, maybe these are strong. Yeah.
Was I talking for the last 20 minutes?
No, imagine. Fuck.
Oh, dude.
But then like, but him saying that. I didn't trip out like thinking like, oh fuck, I was talking. I like him saying that. I'm like, then you kind of become conscious of like, oh yeah, I ate that edible a while ago.
Yeah.
And then you start to try to pay attention to it and you're like, oh yeah, I'm really fucked up right now. Yeah.
Oh man.
It's
the first time I did an edible in like the longest time, Audrey made brownies. I might have told this story before. But I was playing games. It was late. I think I ate it around 8, so it kicked in around 9. I was just playing video games upstairs, whatever. And I was playing, and I'm playing a shooter. So kind of team based, got to talk to your teammates, all this shit. Strategic.
You're not speaking very good.
Not. I might have been, but at the end of the round, I'd be like, yo, was I talking? People are like, no, you haven't said anything in like 3 rounds. I'm like, Jesus, sorry guys. But like,
you were in the zone.
Dude, but I was popping off.
Yeah, you're in the zone.
I was killing everybody. So like, thank God, because I was not giving them any information.
No, you were just being a terrible teammate, but otherwise you were still getting a lot. You were pumping you were getting the individual stats up there. Yeah. Team stats needed a bit more to be desired, but
100%.
That's part of the game.
100%.
Oh fuck. Yeah, they're a fun road. There was another good one, fucking our buddy Eric, who will be on the show next week.
I'm looking forward to that.
Hopefully with Ryan, but that's to be determined.
Yeah.
So I was at Ryan's house shortly after he had his son a couple years back.
Hang on. Shout out to Eric. Quiz Bidness, I think is fuck, now I forget his Twitch, but hit him up on Twitch and YouTube. I think it's Quiz Bidness.
Look it up when we have a break.
Keep talking.
Look it up when we have a break so you can plug it properly.
Yeah.
Anyway, Eric, so Eric's level of edible game is far superior than mine. And he had this fucking bag of homemade gummy bears. And he was like just down in like a couple it seemed like every hour, like 2 or 3.
Jesus.
And they were strong. And they were like regular sized gummy bears, but they were fucking strong. And he's like, you want some of these? I'm like, how much should I have? Because again, with fucking edibles, you gotta find the balance.
It's a fine line.
So I said to Ryan, because he just had a newborn or whatever, and
here, I'm like, watch your hand on the back, because that's the connector.
That's the detachable.
Yeah. So I'm
not gonna pull it out.
Okay, good.
I think that's a release anyway.
That's
right?
a release. Yeah. I just don't want.
No, we're good.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I figured that.
Okay, good.
So he's like shoveling these fucking gummy bears into his mouth. He's like, take some. I'm like, what should I take? He's like, oh fuck, you'll be good with 1 or 2. And then I looked at Ryan and I'm like, you had these? He's like, yeah, I had a half last night and I was like feeling really good.
Yeah.
Like the way he said it was kind of like sort of been the max to where he probably wanted to be, just how I internalized it.
Yeah.
So I took a half and I was fucking blasted. Like out of my mind, and this fucking guy offered me like quadruple the dose.
A fucking half.
Yeah, I did a half, and it was a tiny gummy bear, and I was cooked. And those came in a Ziploc. No, I was saying how some drug dealers are like, yeah, like each one of these is around 10 milligrams or whatever. These came in an unmarked Ziploc bag that some dude made in his fucking bathtub. They were delicious. They were sour and everything. They were sour gummy bears. Like he did a great job with them. It's just the potency of them was probably preposterous.
What did it do with the ice?
Oh, I put it over here.
Oh,
sorry. I couldn't tell if it was on the thing or not. I'm like, why is CJ looking around like a fucking psychopath?
Yeah, I'm out here fucking just trying to get a couple more cubes in my drink here, and this man's fucking hiding it and sharing it for himself.
So yeah, moral of the story: careful with all drugs.
Yeah, be careful with gummies though, because again, like
they're too delicious.
And you got to eat one and wait like 40 minutes. Say about 40 minutes.
I think a better way is 90 minutes because 90 minutes you're going to be into the high.
Okay, true. Yeah, that makes sense. Because 40 minutes just touching.
40 minutes, you might just start to feel it. 60 minutes, you're like, okay, I'm feeling pretty good. I'm not that fucked up. I'll take another.
Yeah.
But 90 minutes, you're probably going to be in a pretty good pocket of where the high is going to be.
Yeah.
So if you ate something around 60 and now and the second one hasn't kicked back in yet, now you're at 90, you're like, holy fuck, I'm still really high on the first one. Because I've done that before too. Like you take something and then like an hour goes by, you shovel another one down. And then about half hour later, now the first one's kicked in. You're like, whoa, I'm blasted. You're like, fuck, I got another one on the way. Like,
there's another one coming down the track.
It's a good one. What are you saying with this fucking whiskey?
What am I saying?
Yeah. I'm saying it fucked me up.
Oh my God. It is. It's warm. It's really tasty though. Like, really tasty. Man, I feel like it's been a while since we have done a whiskey review.
I don't think it has been.
No?
We just didn't do one last week.
One last week. Maybe that's what
it would have been the week before we did one.
It feels like it's been a while though, because we did the last one on Friday, right?
Yeah.
Let me see here.
I think I rated turkey.
I can tell you. 8.8 was mine and 8.9 was yours. For the
so I was going to say, I think mine was around 8.8 or 8.9. So mine was 8.9. I really like this.
I like it better.
I think the flavor is better.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to rate it as high. And
really?
I don't really have a rhyme or reason to it.
Okay.
There's just something to it. Like it's got a better flavor, but there's still like
there's something that's not doing
it finishes at the end a little stronger than the 80 proof, and I guess that's probably the difference of 10% alcohol.
Okay.
Sorry,
I'm just getting
no, it's fine.
Getting ready to write these down.
It's really tasty.
So what are you saying?
Yeah, if the last one was 8.9, this is like an 8.7. Maybe an 8.8. It's right there. It's like
so what do you want to do? 8.7 or 8.8? Come on, you can't be in between.
I can do 8.75. Yeah, 8.75.
Gotta always make it difficult, eh?
It's okay. Yeah, it's right there. Like just so people are listening.
So if you were gonna go and pick up a bottle right now between the two, those were your only options.
I'm probably will buy this one still.
You would pick this over the other one?
But I'm saying based on part of my ranking for the last one was a nostalgia reason. Okay. And I do think the other one is smoother.
It is.
I think the other one's smoother.
Yeah, it is a little
This one has, I think, a bit more flavor.
It's got definitely has more flavor.
If I'm going to sip on something, I'll probably pick this up because the price difference, I think, is only a couple dollars.
Yeah, I don't think it's a big difference.
It's minimal, right? Like if you're spending $40 on the other one, you're spending $42 on this, or 37 versus 40, you know? So it's like not, the price point isn't going to change it for me. And I know what I'm saying sounds really counterintuitive to like, well, you're saying it tastes better, all this shit.
Yeah.
It's just something I think the other one's a touch smoother, very slightly.
Yep.
And
I can agree with that.
Yeah. So I think it just comes down to smoothness. But if you're sitting around and just going to sip on something, it's got amazing flavor. So 8.75.
8.75 coming from the big man.
That's the number.
I'm going
the average man, not big man.
I got to go 9.2 on this just for the flavor. I don't mind the extra little spiciness at the end and a little heat. Get you nice and warm, so I'm not I don't mind it. Like if it's just burn, okay. Get your ass out of here. Give me a different one. Like that what was it? Santori or whatever, that Japanese whiskey that we had.
Yeah, but that was no
flavor.
That was a blend.
It had no flavor whatsoever. Was not a fan of that. So that one, absolute ass. This has amazing flavor, a little more burn, still really smooth. I got to go 9.2 with it.
Yeah,
Put it in the nines, man.
That's a totally fair rationalization behind it. And I feel bad for even giving my rating of what it was because again, like you're just saying it's this, it's better, whatever. It's just something to it. I don't know. Maybe I just haven't had it in a while because I was drinking this for a bit last summer.
The turkey?
Like I was picking up the 101 for a bit. Yeah. It's good.
I didn't know about it till like the other week when you told me about it.
I think I bought it by accident one time. The first time.
I think you
the first time I ever tried it.
Yeah.
Like whether
you just grabbed it.
I think
didn't even notice. Maybe it was the 101 year anniversary.
Whatever the fuck it was. Yeah, just just a different label when I
Yeah.
grabbed it, and then I actually realized it was something different.
Yeah.
But that said, and this is why my rating might be out the fucking window. That said, I didn't really notice much of a difference until I read the bottle like a couple drinks later,
Yeah.
after I'd already cracked it and had it.
It
It is better.
because I feel like I had turkey.
It is a better
We had
whiskey.
turkey
It is a
last
better
week.
bourbon.
So maybe that's why I can compare them a little closer. But yeah, I don't know. It's better than the Gibson 8-year too.
Oh yeah, the Gibson 8-year isn't that good. Like
No,
I
but
like it
It's good if you're grabbing a bottle of Gibsons.
for sure, and the 12-year is great too. But when I say not that good, like I think we can say for anyone that's listened to this or anyone who cares about the ratings, I don't think we've had a bad bottle. So like
The Santori was a bad bottle.
but I think our rating, it was a middle of the road, just a boring. I think our rating was so poor on it because it was boring as fuck. It had a burn, but it was super boring. If like we were to go back and listen to that podcast and listen to our reviews of it, if I recall correctly, I think our major gripe was that it just had no flavor and it burned.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Which again, for someone who's coming out, maybe that's
Hey, if that's what you want,
Yeah.
go for it.
so.
If I'm getting some kick though, I want something to hit my taste buds.
Yeah. So anyway, so when I say the Gibson 8-year isn't that good, I love it. I'm
Yeah.
going to rank it higher than most things. But I would say that if you were to hold that up in like a whiskey fucking small, like, you know what I mean? I think it's going to rank in the lower.
Oh, 100%.
So yeah.
But we're not going out there buying $300 bottles.
I know
of
we're not.
whiskey.
I'm just putting a caveat to my terms because people are going to be listening going, well, the 8-year,
Yo, have
you said the 8-year was shitty, whatever the fuck. Right?
160 year.
Yeah. No, I haven't. But we are taking donations. If you want to donate a bottle, what I would like to try, because I forgot that we drank that Santori or the Japanese one, whatever.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind if one time we did something where we got a blend. Like let's say we pick up a Scotch blend, which is
Okay.
usually like a Johnny Walker Red, I think, is a
Okay.
blend. Whereas the Black Label, I think, is a single. We pick up a blend versus a single malt and compare the two and see if you can notice it. Because I know that they make an Irish whiskey blend, and we drank a fair bit of Irish whiskey on this
Yeah.
show. So it might be worth picking up and then seeing if we can notice.
Be worth it.
Yeah. I think there's one that's
That's
rowing.
a cool thought. Yeah. I
Just
like that.
something to try. And again, and maybe a blend is like a perfect, it's like
Could be the happy medium for a lot of things.
it's like a Honda Civic. It's going to drive down the road. It's not going to die. You know, you're going to get however long a life out of it as you want. And that's totally fine for some people. Now, I think our taste buds are pretty similar.
Yeah.
Now what we're looking for and what we'll rate higher, someone might be like, fuck,
Yeah.
that's disgusting. That burns too much. Someone that likes whiskey. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, 100%. Like,
So I'd be
everybody's
interested to
taste
try a
buds-
blend, see how it
let's
how it
do
shakes
it.
up.
I wouldn't mind diving in a Scotch. I notoriously
You've
hate
always said
Scotch.
that's what you say.
hate it. Now we had that $300 bottle of Scotch on the golf course one day, and that thing was absolutely amazing.
But I think you could pick up a $50 bottle of Scotch and you would like it.
Again,
Mhm.
every time I've had Scotch, and again, I was younger. I never really drank whiskey unless it was out of a bottle at the fucking fire.
Yeah.
So now that we've kind of
Now that we're fake connoisseurs.
yeah
Yeah.
fake ratings.
Fake rating. No, real ratings, fake connoisseurs.
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
that.
Real ratings, fake connoisseurs. That's
Real
the difference.
ratings, fake
Yeah.
connoisseurs.
Yeah, just something
So
different to try.
Oh my god!
I do want to maybe I should take a quick break first before I get into this.
You got pee?
I was hydrating before I got here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Surprising.
Shocking to hear, I know.
Shocking. Okay. Pee break.
All right.
Time for your daily advice. If you don't have a flashlight, take a photo of the sun and use it in the dark. You're welcome.
And we are back.
We're back. Okay, so before you get into your shit, one shout out to Chris Makes Pizza on YouTube.
As always. Yeah.
And it was Quiz Bidness. So QUIZ BIDNESS. NESS on Twitch and I believe YouTube. Go check him out. That's our buddy Eric. That's his gaming channels. Plays a lot of Warzone. I'm better, but that's beside the point.
Have you featured on his channel before?
I gamed with him one time.
Okay, cool.
I don't know if he was streaming though. But for Chris, our buddy at Chris Makes Pizza, big fan of Ross from Friends. I shouldn't say big fan, but like this one part in a Friends episode when they're moving furniture. So I recommend everybody listening to right now, go to Google, volume on, and type in Ross couch. Let me make sure. Oh, no. Type in Ross on Google. Then click the couch and just let it do its thing.
What is this pertaining to? What is this? This is for...
I don't want to ruin it.
Well, I don't know.
Do you want to see it?
Well, is this from Fallout you wanted, or you just wanted people to check this out?
Everybody should go check this out, but this reminds me of...
I know the scene you're talking about. Sorry. I got confused because you were shouting out Eric
search
and Chris.
Friends.
Yeah, I got it.
Friends Ross. And then when you go to Google, it's going to say Ross Geller. And to the right of that, you're going to see a beige couch.
I know the scene.
So click the couch. No. Not to the right, the couch. There's a little couch icon.
Oh, it tilts it.
Pivot.
I see.
And if
it.
you have volume on, it's fucking his whole thing.
Okay, I got it.
It's fucking great. I love Google for that shit.
All right. I got confused as to...
Yeah, I know.
There were several different shout-outs going on there.
Yeah.
Important ones, check out Eric. Check out Fallout.
Yeah. Drop a like, comment below.
They're both doing well at what they do.
Subscribe.
Yeah, so I finished The Bachelor. This is relevant. This is very relevant.
Okay.
And it's very topical.
Now, what happened? Hey, before you get into that, that guy's gone now? The host?
It's all encompassed. It's all encompassed.
Gotcha.
Again,
okay.
putting the cart before the horse.
Sorry.
So the season ended, and the whole thing was the host was going to finish out the season, but he wouldn't be part of the after the final rose. So after the last episode airs, there's usually like an hour or two after, and the host, in this case Chris Harrison, will usually catch up with the current bachelor, the girl who finished second. How you feeling? Where are you guys at now? Are you guys still together? All the nonsense. Usually we don't watch it.
Sure.
This one we watched because of the controversies that had happened.
Yeah.
And
fair enough.
And Chris Harrison wasn't there. He was a different guy.
Okay.
And it was different, to say the least. Like,
really?
It was really like, it was a weird tone to it.
Well, it's not the same.
No, it wasn't the same, and it was like they were more like scolding the contestant and like the former host and stuff like that, and it was just a strange vibe. Like it was more like it was like a talking to. I wasn't a big fan of it. So, anyway, I'm not watching the show anymore.
You're done.
I'm done. I think
it ruined it. Losing the host.
Yeah, well, the thing that got me, and I don't want to fucking. If I say anything that I don't mean, I'm sorry. But to me, I didn't think that the controversy that led to just for context, the girl that was supposedly racist that Chris Harrison defended, which got them both canceled, she won the show.
Gotcha.
The guy picked her.
Okay.
She won. I didn't think what she did was racist. I don't think she realized what she was doing. I think she was just part of a sorority. She was 19. She went to a party.
Sure.
But in today's day and age, everything's a big fucking deal. So I thought the whole thing was...
Everything gets blown out of proportion.
Yeah, so my stance on it was I think the whole thing was blown out of proportion to begin with. And then when they went after the host for saying, I think this whole thing's blown out of proportion, and then he stepped away, like that really like kind of soured it for me anyway. So like I was already like pretty much done with it.
Right.
And then after the final rose, they fucking basically put this girl and just fucking marched her out there, and she's contractually obligated to do this. So it's not like she could just step back and be like, no, I'm not going to be part of this. They marched her out there. They fucking scolded her. It was ridiculous. Like, it was really absurd to watch.
Did they bring out the bell and go, shame?
They basically did.
Shame.
It was really
That's
strange.
So
Yeah, it was really dumb. Like, I didn't think that the girl, and she handled herself really well on the show. She's like, listen, I fucked up. And she obviously feels that
she's 19.
She was at the time.
At the time.
But it doesn't matter. Like, I've made mistakes in 19 that I'll sit here and say I fucked up on, right? That's a different thing. So
anybody can do that.
Yeah. So the point is she obviously felt like she made a mistake and she was willing to apologize for it. That's fine.
Yeah.
The problem I had with it is they wanted to take more like of a conversation approach to all this stuff, which again is totally cool. Like, if you want, like, and I do think that certain conversations should be had if you want to have a conversation.
Yeah.
But don't say we're going to have a conversation about this tonight and then sit someone down and then scold them.
Not actually have a conversation.
Under the guise of this is a conversation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it was the narrative was this, you're ignorant. Literally one of the question was, what made you ignorant? Was it your family? Was it your upbringing? What was it? Was it your friends?
It was 19 and I wanted to go to a fucking party.
But to me, that's an insane question to ask anybody.
Yeah.
So anyway, the whole thing was it was really overdone. I thought it was a bit much,
stupid.
and it's not about. To me, it's like if she had did shit that was what I viewed truly bad, I'd be sitting here saying, okay, fair enough. But I didn't think the whole situation literally, and they showed what the issue was, and it was one photo, and it was a selfie. So it wasn't like you saw the whole context of the night or anything like that. It was the girl took a selfie and was canceled for it. I don't know too much more information other than what I watched.
Can I ask what
it was her and two of her sorority sisters.
But like, why was it considered?
Because so the party was an antebellum party, which took place, and she went to school in the South, which took place they dressed up old timey. I think antebellum means before the war in Latin or something like that.
Okay. Before
the Civil War. So what they did for sure, I think, was fucking for sure tone deaf. Like, I don't think you should have like, we're going to dress up as if like it's fucking 1855 before the Civil War.
Right.
But if they dressed up like it was an 1875 party and they would look the exact same, what's the difference to me? I don't think that they were celebrating any sort of fucking racism or anything like that. I think it was just something that her sorority had done for X amount of years and they do every year. And we go down to
That's the thing.
We rent out this place and we dress up old timey and we have a party. Like, and literally, I think one of the things she said was, she didn't know why they were doing that. It was just something that they always done, which I guess isn't an excuse. Like, if you didn't know that, hey, we used to round up Jews in the 1930s in Germany and throw them in concentration camps. Just something we always done. It's not an excuse for doing bad shit.
No,
I don't think that what they were doing was malicious. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like, their intent wasn't to
tone deaf, maybe, like whatever. But the way that the whole thing went, as far as like how blown out of proportion the whole thing was, it was really stupid. And then watching after the final rose, and the host was fine, like, he was a nice guy, whatever. But it just, and I don't think it was his call as to how they're going to address this. I'm sure it was like mostly scripted.
He probably got
this is how we're going to talk about it.
Yeah, these are the questions we need you to ask,
and that's on him and whatever. Like, he's got a job to do, whatever. But it was just the whole thing was just like, it was a talking to, it was a scolding, it was a public shaming. It felt felt a bit like a witch trial.
Yeah.
And the whole thing was just like, okay, you guys are good. You do your own thing.
Yeah, I don't agree with that.
Now, that said,
I don't agree with a lot of shit that's been happening.
No,
recently.
and if the girl had done or said things that were truly racist, I'm not going to defend her for that. I don't like the piling on to a 19-year-old girl who took a selfie one day
at a party,
and now her life is ruined.
Yeah, that's so fucking
because
dumb.
People forget that they were young once.
That's what I mean.
They don't understand.
You're gonna tell me,
yeah, like, you've never made a mistake.
You didn't do some dumb shit back when you were fucking 19.
Well, exactly. And she apologized for it. She obviously felt like it was worth apologizing for. And I think a lot of that is like public pressures. And if you feel like everyone's attacking you, I think you feel like you must have done something wrong.
Oh, 100%.
So I think a lot of people apologize, like, listen, I did this, but the apology never works. Yeah. It never matters. They don't. The mob isn't
never good enough.
Mob's not happy until your head's laying in a basket.
If you apologize, it's never good enough.
Yeah.
I think I
So
wish I knew off the top of my head because again, Brian Callen got canceled for some shit. And again, as far as I know, there's no charges placed.
yeah, let's not even get into that one because I don't know anything about it.
Yeah, neither do I. But I think what he said was, if you didn't do it, even if you did, when you apologize, it's not going to make things better. It's never going to be good enough.
No,
They just want to see you fucking.
they want to see your head on
Because you have all this
They want to see your head on a pike. That's
you
it.
have all this success. Now you need to lose it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's tearing
It's
people
crazy.
down. So anyway, I thought the whole thing was really like shocking to watch. It was
Yeah.
just like, I can't believe that they're doing this,
Yeah.
and it's
That this
hilarious.
is happening.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. So anyway, here to confirm, I'm not watching them. I'm broken up with the Bachelor.
You're done. Bachelor and Bachelorette.
The series is done for me.
Okay.
They
What about Love Island? British version.
no, neither, because
Zach said it was good.
I know he did, and I trust I trust
literally
his, I trust
listened
his,
to that the other
I
day.
trust his opinion. But the thing is, we started watching Love Island, and then we realized that there's like 30 episodes a season.
Yeah,
I'm not doing that.
that's great. 30 episodes in a season.
I guess how they film it, because I don't ever watch it live. I think they would film it like a Big Brother type of show where like there's like a couple
gotcha.
live episodes a week. There's
Gotcha.
I think
Some shit in between.
that's the only way that makes sense, is that there's like 3 episodes a week.
Because
It's not running for 30 weeks of the year.
Yeah,
It probably runs in a 12 or 14 week, 16 week window,
but
there's 3 episodes a week.
yeah, because isn't there like Big Brother like After Dark?
I don't
When
know.
it's like technically they're not live, but you can like
you can stream
literally
and
watch them do
Yeah.
whatever they're doing in the house,
watch. Mhm.
which is kind of fucking weird. But
Super
hey,
super weird.
cool. That's what you're into. That's what you're into.
Yeah. So anyway, I was ready to bail on the show after the whole like. I didn't like how the show handled the whole controversy. They didn't stand by any of their cast members. They didn't stand by their own host because they're and I get their perspective. For them, it's all about money. And anyone who thinks that who thinks that it's not about money, like,
You're an idiot.
yeah, for sure. Because all these companies do is they say, "We're sorry. Look, we fired someone," and people are like,
Hey,
"Okay."
yeah, he's not with us anymore.
People are
We
like,
didn't
"Okay,
know about
perfect.
this."
We'll continue to support your brand."
Yeah.
We'll
We'll still watch.
Yeah,
Now
exactly.
that he's not here.
And they won't. They never do.
Yeah.
Right. So anyway, I broke up with the Bachelor, and I wrote them a letter.
You wrote him a letter. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yes.
I wrote them a letter.
Okay. Now, did you send this letter or is it just
No, I'm just gonna read it.
okay
read it
to the podcast?
the thing.
Okay.
I'm sorry if I get emotional.
Okay. That's fine.
It was a tough breakup for me.
Yeah. I bet.
Let me set this down.
Yeah. Should I get some?
I didn't mean to get so serious leading up
Should
to
I get
this.
some tissues?
Because I don't. I do want to just preface everything I said.
This is amazing.
I thought that the after the rose thing was over the top, but I honestly, for all this shit, I really don't care that much.
Yeah.
Like I thought they handled it poorly. They didn't stand by their cast member or their host. Whatever, I can live with that. The scolding, whatever. I think it's dumb. I'm kind of over it. That's mostly it.
Yeah.
All this other shit, whatever. So I'm not. I guess I'm an apologist. I don't know. I don't
Who
think I
cares?
am. Doesn't matter. Anyway,
I can't wait to hear this.
I wrote them a breakup letter.
Okay. Take it away.
Dearest Bachelor, I take no pride in this. In fact, this is definitely going to hurt me much more than it hurts you. But the truth is, this has been coming for a long time. It's probably best for both of us if I just focus on my obscure podcast and you focus on your nationally syndicated primetime hit TV series. The truth is, it's you, not me. I still remember when we first met, I'd heard rumors of you, and not all of them were good. You were trash, terrible TV, a waste of time. But I never let that deter my feelings for you. I felt like we were made for each other. I'm sorry, I get emotional. I would get high. You would parade broken people out one after another, night after night, all for my entertainment, and I thank you for that. But lately, things have gone south. Maybe it was the reenactment of the Salem witch trials that really did it in for me. Or maybe it was the first and only real father figure I've ever had in my life, Chris Harrison, being fired from your broadcast. It wasn't all bad, though. At least we'll always have girls crying over champagne bottles, fantasy suites, diversity quotas, and desperate cast members returning for their 6th or 7th time. Although I'll always cherish the time that we shared together, I think it's best we go our separate ways. I hope your fling with the Wokies was worth it for you, and I hope that they stick around to watch, although I think we both know that they will be on to their next target, leaving you as a smoldering pile of rubble that barely resembles your once true self. Yours forever, Christopher. P.S. I hope that going woke doesn't make you go broke. I love you. Goodbye.
That was amazing. That was amazing. Yes. That's fucking gold.
Yeah.
Well
I had to end it. It was closure for me.
Hey, you know what? You got to do what you got to do to fucking end things off, you know?
Anyway.
Well said. Well said. That was a great breakup line.
And I'm just following through with, I think when Zach was on, we said if Chris Harrison's gone, we're gone.
Yeah. And
So
you're
that's
following through.
I'm just following through.
Yeah.
I honestly, it didn't matter how the last thing went. I was gonna bail out anyway, but it just gave me a good a good excuse to bail out. I thought it was just a bit stupid.
I've never watched,
and I just thought it was stupid.
I've never watched that show. I've maybe seen. I shouldn't say I've never watched it. I've probably watched 3 episodes, and that's because Audrey used to watch it back in the day,
Mm-hmm.
and it would be on at the house, so I'd fucking sit there and watch it.
Yeah.
But I think, like you, for a lot of people, he was a main part of the show.
Oh yeah, my sentimental value with him isn't even that high. Like
no, but like,
it's just
you know,
like whatever.
But like the stupid shit, like the smirk on his face.
Oh yeah,
when
like barely paying attention, probably drunk and high most of the time.
Some girl's crying her heart out.
He's just smiling at them.
And he's got this smirk on his face.
Yeah.
You know, like shit like that. So I don't know.
Yeah, the show was absurd. It's absurd to like, it's absurd to care about. I fall under all those categories. Whatever.
Sure.
They gave me I don't like the way that they
give you an easy out.
They gave me an easy out.
Yeah.
It's good. And they're doing 2 bachelorettes this year, and I like them both. One was the runner-up, Michelle.
So wait, is this thing going to be on all year long now?
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
Anyway, so it's a good time to bail out anyway. So they picked the runner-up, Michelle. She's a nice girl. And they picked another girl, mentioned the dildo girl. She's going to be a bachelorette. So there's 2 bachelorettes this year. Anyway, she was also good too, because she didn't she also like handled all the schoolgirl nonsense really well. Like she was one of the most mature people I've seen on there. They both were, her and Michelle. But anyway, it's just a good excuse to bail out, because I don't like the way that things are going, and I don't like everyone fucking cowtailing to people who don't watch the show.
Yeah.
People who are never going to watch the show, people who don't care. And I think they embarrass themselves the way that they handled it. I mean, if people make mistakes, people make mistakes. I don't think that people should be destroyed forever over a mistake. I don't think that anyone in their entire life would want that to happen. And
unless they actually did something like so fucking.
Yeah, there's always real things to like, but those are crimes. Like if someone committed a crime, and they
should be canceled.
Well, they should at least have their fucking day in court. Like that too. And if they are found guilty of it, whatever the fuck. Like, look, fucking OJ Simpson's on Twitter, fucking talking about football bets.
Twitter world.
Literally, like
I
follow him. Yeah,
he's great. I love the way he does. I don't know if he still does.
Dude,
I don't follow it, but Twitter
there's
world.
Chris Predicts, and then there's fucking OJ Simpson. Like, if you go on OJ Simpson's thing, probably like in the last 2 weeks, I'm sure he's got like all of his March Madness picks on there.
Really,
like he goes through football fantasy, and he's just talking as if he didn't murder 2 people.
Yeah.
He's just like,
hilarious.
He's like, so I'm thinking Antonio Brown's going to have a good year in fantasy this year, whatever. And I didn't cut off my wife's head. It's not a big deal. He just carries on.
Yeah.
It's cool. So,
I love the way he does his like little interest. Hello, Twitter world.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
It's so funny, man.
Anyway, they gave me a good out, because I don't listen. This is the beautiful thing, is people will watch more because they canceled people that they thought were racist.
Yep. People
will watch less. You have the option to choose. It's not like if you don't want to watch a show because of the direction they're going in, have at it. I hate I don't like seeing a company. I think they're ABC.
Okay.
So to me, it's more about a company thing. It's like, I don't like seeing a company bend over and take whatever canceling's heading their way. And they're like, yep, it's right. no one's going to stand up and do anything, but some companies do, and I'll support those companies. And the ones that don't, I'm not interested in buying your shit because I think it's cowardice, and really all it is for you at the end of the day is money. And to act like you care about actual social justice or any of this shit is bullshit. Yeah. All you care about is fucking viewers or whatever the fuck, money. And that's what it is at the end of the day. And I'm just not going to support you because I think you're cowardice, and it's easy to see that what you're doing is fake.
Yeah.
Like I made the jokes earlier that like they were checking off like diversity boxes. Like they had a girl that was deaf on there, which is fine. Like I'm cool with that shit. If it's like, and they did this shit beforehand where they would have people on there and it didn't feel forced. Yeah. This last year, everything felt really forced.
Yeah, they felt pressured. Oh, we need to do.
We need to have this person on. We need to have that. And again, I don't care who the fuck's on there. I don't care what anybody looks like. None of that shit bothers me even a little bit. I don't like the company putting people on there as forced. It's not, and it's not even the cast members' fault. They get picked for a show, they go on. If that's an opportunity that they want to take, I don't blame them for taking it.
Yeah.
It's just for them to pretend that it's about anything other than fucking checking boxes so that they think people will watch.
Yeah.
It's really see-through, I think, and I'm just not going to watch them anymore.
Yeah.
So
I'm not going to watch it.
Oh, you're going to continue not to watch it.
The one thing I hate about it, though, and like what you were saying, they brought back 2 girls that have already been on it. Like,
but that
is there not enough people out there that you can find?
That is no. That is generally the way that they do it, though. Just so you're aware, like when
I know, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I know they were on previous things, but it's always you're just bringing back people that have already been on. Like, can you not find somebody like completely new?
Are you talking about the bachelorettes that they've chosen? Or are you talking about like when contestants keep coming back year after year?
Contestants just keep coming back.
So I think it's one of two things.
But then again, like the one girl comes back. Maybe she's been on 3 bachelors, and now she's getting her bachelorette. Like, really? She didn't do well in the other?
Well, I think
we got to give her a bachelorette.
I think what the problem is, there's such a small number of viable candidates to pick from. I'm sure. Hang on. That's a very important thing that I said. I'm sure they get tens of thousands of auditions every year.
Yeah.
But I'm saying there's only a small batch to pick from because I'll bet you that 99% of those people that are applying are out of their fucking minds.
Yeah.
And you can't have actual crazy people on the show. They let a couple slip in on purpose. It was like it was like when American Idol was on in the back in the day, and they'd let the occasional bad singer go through to the judges.
Yeah, it's like, why did this guy get on?
How did this guy get through? How did they think it's for TV, right?
Yeah.
So they'll let the occasional one slip through.
Like William Hung.
Yeah, exactly. But I'll bet you that out of 1,000 girls or guys that apply, I'll bet you right away 900 of them are actually insane, delusional, probably don't fit the criteria to be on the show. Now you're down to a group of 100 that you got to whittle down to. And I'd say probably fucking 99 of them are actually insane, delusional, whatever the fuck. And then you got to weed through them. So I think the pool is actually quite small.
Okay.
And I think that if you find someone who's willing to go on TV and do whatever the fuck this shit is, then if they're willing to come back and you know that they were entertaining or the people like them, whatever the fuck, you're going to bring them back because it's less fucking shit for you to wade through, literally. Like, you put on your hip waders and you jump into a fucking septic tank and you're trying to pick out fucking good contestants. Like, it's, you got to think about the person that wants to be on that fucking show is probably out of their fucking mind.
Oh, 100%.
Totally delusional.
100%.
Yeah. So that's why I said I think their actual draw pool. And that said, I think like this year they had a pretty good crop of girls. There was like some high school cattiness, whatever, but there's also high school bullshit when the guys are on there, right? It's just
guaranteed just some people jock ass shit.
Yeah, it's just people bullshit.
Yeah,
bullshitting, right? I think that the group was pretty good, but I think that the fact that they were able to find 30 people out of 10,000 that applied, is absolutely crazy because I'm sure most people are. Like, the show that they should do next is just show us the audition tapes. That's the show.
I would love to see just a fraction of their audition tapes. Like, literally their most absurd.
I don't want to see the people that are like totally crazy.
Oh, I do.
You want to see those ones?
I think
the first one would, I think about halfway through the first one, you'd be like, turn it off. It's too sad. Can't do it.
Maybe, but like at least give me one episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
Fuck.
one.
Yikes.
Just give me one over the top. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You can even space it out. Like give me 2 per episode.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they actually had a crazy person on there, Victoria. She was probably
Insane.
the worst contestant they've ever had. She was delusional,
Jesus Christ.
like actually out of her mind. She
I
thought
think
she
they
was a
all
queen.
are in a little bit.
Of course they are.
Yeah.
You can't not be to be on that.
Hey, let us know if you would want to go on the Bachelor or Bachelorette.
There's a question. Let us know if you want to be on a fucking crazy reality show. No, I
Dude,
think the answer is
there's-
overwhelmingly no.
There's literally a Bachelor fucking thing on Twitch. And now, for those that don't know, Twitch is a streaming platform and is mostly gaming, but there's a lot of people that do like just chatting, where you literally go on and watch a podcast. Could be one dude, could be 3 people just sitting there chatting, and you go in, they'll answer your questions, you hop in chat, do whatever. But there is a find a girlfriend or find a boyfriend or is something crazy like that. And
Maybe this is my next show that
so
I'm going to
they
start watching.
you watch it and it's live, and they go through like it's pretty much like the Bachelorette. They go through like they say some shit, and it's like, okay, I don't like this person.
Is it like
We're-
watching video dating? 'Cause, like-
I've never
like-
really watched it. I've just
Okay,
heard about
alright.
it and seen clips.
I got to see this.
But the person, so like say it's you and a bunch of girls or whatever. Now, from what I've seen, again, if it's based on you, if like you're like I'm bi or whatever, they'll have guys and girls,
Sure, yeah.
whatever. They'll have what you like, and you just go through and you're like, yep, don't like her. This. They go through their next stage. They tell you some shit. They do their own speeches, whatever, and then at the end of it, I think it's. I don't know if it's the contestant or the like one on the other end. So let's say I made it through the end. I'm your last pick. I get to choose whether or not like we can like date, whatever, or the guy that's doing the whole like channel hosts me. So I made it to the end,
Oh my
and I
God.
can say fuck you. Now host
now
me.
I want to be the
Now host
contestant.
me with your like 2,000 viewers.
Oh my God.
So like I made it to the end, sick, but I don't want to be your boyfriend.
I'd rather just take the 2,000.
Give me the 2,000 viewers.
Maybe this is the next show I should watch because I was.
Oh my god!
Hang on.
I'd give Chris another way out.
I do want to. Anyone has any suggestions for a terrible TV reality show out there? Please let me know because I'm in the market.
I'm in the market.
I'm newly
Check out
single.
Housewives.
No.
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 Instantly no.
This yeah. But you know what? That
I
said,
feel like the first couple
that-
of seasons were kind of entertaining.
probably are. What I should do is step away. I was thinking about this the other day.
Yo, Chris, just get out of reality TV.
Exactly. Because I was thinking, I'm like,
I
how
fucking hate
much
it.
much reality TV have I watched in my life?
It's not even real.
Very astute
It's
observation.
not. It's
Uh,
so annoying. I've worked on a show and it was supposed to be as real as you can get following a contractor. And it would be like,
It's not real.
can we do it again? It's like,
Wait,
we-
we're doing takes?
we just did it.
That was the real thing.
Yeah.
No.
Or it'd be like, instead of saying that, say this. Bitch, it's my show.
No.
You're
Not.
following me. If I said what I said, or it'd
See-
be like, don't call this person yet. Wait till we get there. Let's mic you up. Put him on speaker. And let's get it. Let's get the video. Like, let's get the phone call on thing. And it's like, I don't want to do that. Maybe it's a phone call that this, like, I got to ream this guy out because he's not showing up.
But you sign documents. You think it's your show. It's got your name on it.
It's yeah.
It's not your
really
show.
not.
That's the producer
It's
show.
So dumb.
That's the network show.
yeah. It's
Anyway,
I hate it.
I've watched a lot of terrible TV in my days.
I hate reality TV.
It's
You heard it here first.
oh wow, that's a bold statement, man. I don't know if anyone's gonna agree with you.
I don't think so. I think I'm a lone wolf.
Yeah, you're the only one here that doesn't. I hate reality TV too. That's why I can't stop watching it.
Okay, true.
I love it's.
I don't know. I
it's
think we
on
need
me.
to start doing these on a. Well, you
No,
just
it's
broke
over.
up with The Bachelorette. I was
No.
going to say we need to do these on a Tuesday.
I'm gonna check out these Twitch things.
Yeah, I'll try to find the link for you and I'll
Send me a
it to
link.
you.
I will
Yeah,
check
yeah,
these
yeah.
out.
Yeah, it's pretty
It's hard
funny.
to picture, but how long? Like, do they do like in
I think
over like
it's
a
like
2 hour period, or is
Yeah,
like
yeah. I think it's like a 2-hour thing. Could be longer. Might be better to watch YouTube where you see like all the funny bits.
send me a link?
Yeah, I'll try to find it.
I'll start dating different reality shows now.
Okay.
I'm
So
open to all
I will
mediums.
send you the
I'm
link.
open to Twitch. I'm open to YouTube shows. I'm open to everything.
I'm a fan of Twitch.
Yeah.
Twitch can be boring sometimes though.
I don't think I've ever been on it. I just know how fucking huge it is.
I watch it a lot for esports.
Okay.
Watching like tournaments. And
hmm
favorite
I am going to
players.
check out Eric's Twitch. I didn't know that he had one.
Yeah.
I'll check out his YouTube.
Quiz Bidness. QUIZ BIDNESS.
I like it.
Yeah, me too. All right, should we get into Chris Predicts?
Yes, we should.
Oh, it's not as late as I thought it was, but yeah, let's do it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let me wrap up last week for you. So we talked about Brentford will be promoted
All right.
and Sunderland will not be promoted.
Let me give you an
No,
update
no, no.
on those two. All right.
Give me an update after because I want all your shit at once.
You want to go through it? I got it.
You said Leon Edwards would beat Bilal Muhammad.
Oh,
is his
yeah.
last name, right?
Yep.
And that Leafs would win against the Jets. Now, Leon, let's start with Leon because I kind of want to talk about this a little bit. Leon Edwards versus Bilal Muhammad ended it in a no contest because Leon Edwards
Gouged
poked
his fucking eye out of his
Bilal
head.
Muhammad in the eye. Now, I haven't looked too. I looked at a couple images from on the following Sunday to see if there was anything out there, and it looked pretty bad.
It looked really bad.
But from what I saw, it looked more like he did definitely gouged his eye, but it looked more like because you saw the blood. Now he like gouged the bottom.
He pulled the
eyelid.
under part out. I can't even imagine how painful that
my
would have
God.
been.
Now during the fight, if you guys didn't watch this, Bilal stood up and he said he couldn't see
Yeah.
out of his eye.
And I believe that for sure.
100%.
Yeah.
Like
And
that is
also
so scary.
also he was crying. And
Ye-
I don't think you'll ever see someone who's an MMA professional cry. And he got gouged in the eye and then laid down and started crying. Saying he couldn't. I think he thought he lost his eye.
100%.
He must have been in a horrible amount of pain.
Now I meant to look up to see if he like
What is
what his status was, but I didn't. So I'll give you guys an
hopefully
update next
hopefully
week.
he comes back because that was brutal. And the thing was,
that is so scary. But
it sucks for both of them because it was unintentional.
I heard somebody say that was his second time. Leon Edwards hit him with a poke.
During that fight?
Yeah.
I think I don't remember the first one, but that's
I think the first one was
possible.
very, very minimal.
Yeah.
Or again, went like this, open-handed,
And it was close.
and it was close.
Yeah.
And I don't know if the ref warned him. I don't know what it was. Again, this could just be me putting shit out in the air, but I was pretty sure somebody had said that was his second eye poke of the night, and it just happened to be one of the worst eye pokes I've ever seen. Besides when Daniel Cormier got what seemed to be
knuckle
to his,
deep.
literally knuckle deep in this man. Like
Yeah.
he got a knuckle deep in his eye. I could not imagine that.
No, these guys are tough as
And the
fuck.
fucked up thing when Daniel got it, was it his middle finger or his ring finger? Whatever finger it was
deep.
it was so deep. But it's like we were trying to work it out the other night after we saw the eye poke, and I was showing everybody the Daniel Cormier picture, and they're like, "There's no way he only had that like." It wasn't like this. Like his hand wasn't.
Yeah, it didn't go into
fucked
his
up.
eye curled.
No, it didn't.
Yeah.
It like
Went in.
it went in because all his other fingers were straight. You're telling me he just he hit the man like this or like this. Like, come
no,
on.
it's not gonna happen.
Yeah, come on. No,
Not after you throw a punch.
No, and not in the middle of a fight. Either all your fingers are fucking out or you're closed.
So what? So anyway, I lost.
You lost that one.
I mean, that one should really be scratched from the record
Okay, but now
because it's scratched from their respective records.
Did you get your
but
money back from betting?
It's irrelevant to that
Okay,
point.
so then no, it did. You lost that one. You lost that one.
Was
I bet you there
I
was an
0
option.
for 4 last? Or I guess it was over 2. I had
0
4
for 2,
predictions.
yeah, because the Leafs lost 2-5
Same night.
to the Jets same night.
What was my predicted score on that?
4-3 Leafs. Yeah, not a. I would like to
Fuck.
again ask you not to predict Leaf games anymore.
You're not gonna like what's coming.
Oh, fuck. I need Johnny T to perform. At least predict a high scoring game.
I'm gonna predict that Johnny T is never gonna score a goal again. Then
Fuck. Oh, no. Do that because
I am because then he'll do the opposite.
Perfect. Thank you.
He'll end up scoring 50
Thank you.
goals in 40
All right,
games.
so let's talk Brentford.
Okay.
Brentford will be promoted, was your prediction.
Yes, and they were currently second in the league when I said that.
And?
They've fallen.
Oh, God.
They've had a run. This is actually remarkable how bad I'm getting. So now they're down to 4th. They're in a playoff position and they're in a solid spot. They're going to at least get into the area where they're going to have a chance to get promoted. So it's not looking dire by any stretch. Like, I still think they're going to get promoted, whether they get the automatic promotion, whether they fall into the playoff. I think they're going to find a way to get into the league.
So they still will get promoted.
As of now, they don't get automatic promotion. They could lose. So how it works is the top 2 teams get automatically promoted.
Okay.
The next 4 teams go into a playoff where they play each other over 2 legs.
Right.
Last one's a final. So it's out of 4 teams.
Okay.
So they have a 25% chance of then getting promoted.
Okay.
So you want to get those top 2 spots. And when I said that, they were in a guaranteed promotion spot.
But not
now
anymore.
Now, right now, they've got their work cut out for them. But they've kind of fallen back from the top 2 now. So they're probably going to end up in a playoff position, and who the fuck knows, could get bounced out in the first round.
Oh, fuck. Okay. So that's not looking too hot. Now, again, and then you said Sunderland will not be promoted. How's that looking?
Yeah, so when I said I think they were like the bottom of that playoff pool that I was talking about, and now they're 2 points off automatic promotion. So they're going up. So literally, when I said it, they were like,
they're getting promoted.
Brentford was here, and now Brentford's going that way, and fucking Sunderland's going that way.
Oh my!
It's
God.
amazing. Like,
you can't make this up.
Honestly, it's amazing. I'm glad that we started recording these
because this is fantastic.
Because I knew that I was making like random ass predictions on the show before, and I felt like most of them were wrong.
Yeah,
I'm now glad that we're tracking them to see how bad it is, and I do want to start a little like we'll throw $10 into a thing, and every prediction I make, we'll do $1 opposite the bet.
Yeah,
and see how much money we tally up.
Do I need to download it?
No, I can look after it.
Yeah, like you can set up like a second account.
Yeah. It'll
Easy.
be fun. I'll just do. Yeah, it'll be fun. Well, we can work out the details after, but I think it'd be an interesting exercise.
I just need to know, like, am I setting up the count?
No, I'll do it.
You're gonna have to stay on me for these bets.
I'll take care of it.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah,
I don't know how this shit works. So yeah. I'm in.
Right.
I'll give you a $5.
Okay. So you had a prediction for me, right? Let me do mine first.
Yeah. Okay.
And we'll finish off with yours.
Let me. Mine. I think mine are one of mine. Oh my God, I think is top notch.
Okay.
It's gonna be a good one, just because me and you both do not follow any of it.
Okay.
It's fantastic.
All right, perfect. That's what
I got some stats for you.
Even better.
Just a little bit, not
so
a
I
whole
can
lot.
make an even
just so you can
even
see
more of an uneducated opinion.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, it's fantastic.
So the quarterfinal draw happened for the Champions League. I'm going to tell you who's going to
after.
Yeah. I'm going to tell you who's going to win. Bayern Munich's playing PSG. Bayern Munich's going to go through.
Okay.
Man City's playing Dortmund. Dortmund's going to go through. They're going to upset City. City's not winning the Champions League this year.
Okay.
Porto's playing Chelsea. Chelsea's going to go through to the semis. Real Madrid and Liverpool. Liverpool's going to beat Madrid.
Okay.
So I've got Chelsea, Liverpool, Bayern, and Dortmund going through. Now,
so they'll play each other the following week.
They start those on April 6th, and it's two legs. So in about a month's time, we'll know the answers to that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we'll just write down who I have going through to the semis.
Yeah.
And then once those legs are over,
it takes that long?
Yeah, because
is it a series?
They play over 2 legs. So they'll play
I don't
home and
know what
away
that is.
over.
Explain a leg.
Okay, so a leg is like one game.
Okay.
So it's they'll play 2 legs, which is 2 games, 1 home, 1 away, and 2 games total goals. Basically, is the easy way to look at it.
Okay.
So you could tie the first game, you could lose the first game, but still win. You're not getting knocked out right away.
Okay.
It's a fair way, I think, especially in soccer, to when you get into quarterfinals and semifinals, find a winner.
Okay, so I'm a little lost. So it's total goals?
Yeah. So
over 2 games.
okay. So I'll
Over 2 games, total goals. So if you score 1 the first one, but 3 the next, the other team only has like 3 goals scored over 2 games. The one that has 4 moves on.
yeah. So it's an aggregate score, so it's totaled up. So
Yeah.
basically, what you're saying. So if the first game is 2-0,
Yeah.
and the second game is 1-0, 3-0 is a total score.
Right.
It gets more convoluted, which I don't know if we want to go down this rabbit hole, because there's away goals matter.
Oh,
Away goals matter if the score is tied over the 2 legs. So
fuck.
they
Well, I guess if like scores are tied, they look
the
at
reason they
stats.
introduced this is because in this competition in the 80s, Italian teams were super defensive, which they are historically very defensive teams.
Okay.
But what they would do is they would go to, like, in the away leg for them when they were away from home,
Right.
they would just go and play super defensive, score no goals, play for a 0-0 tie.
Right.
Super boring. Then go home and win 1-0, advance through.
In advance.
So what UEFA did, which was the best idea maybe they've ever had, is they said that away goals count for something, because it became too much of
Like a
teams
goal
just
and a
wanted
half.
didn't want to take any chances away from home. Go home. We got our fans behind us. We play well there. We know we'll beat them at home.
We'll beat them.
So what they did is they put in away goals so that they could incentivize teams to go out and try and win a game away.
Actually, fucking
Yeah.
play.
So that said,
That's actually a good fucking rule.
It's a really
though.
good
Like,
idea. and I'll explain to you. I'll show you how this shit works.
Sure.
So if Liverpool are playing Madrid, the first leg is in Madrid.
Okay.
If Madrid win 2-1,
Yep.
it's not that big a deal for Liverpool because they have the away goal.
Right.
If Liverpool win the next game 1-0,
Yep.
now it's 2-2 overall score. Liverpool will go through because they have the away goal.
Okay.
So away goals count for 2 when the score is tied.
Gotcha.
Now, it could all be for naught if Liverpool could win the first leg 3-0 and then lose 4-0 at home. Madrid's going through because they won 4-3 on aggregate.
Yeah.
But if Madrid tied 3-3, then you got 3 away goals. You're going into extra time in the second leg. It's a good idea. It's a bit convoluted, especially if you don't follow it. It makes sense when you do, but
So now my only thing is, God forbid, how do they determine a tie or like what if they tie?
they go into extra time in the second leg.
So they know that in the last game
the last game, if it's tied on aggregate score,
for the whole, like, to see who progresses.
someone's going through that game.
So
Yeah.
you keep playing until something happens.
No, so how extra time works in soccer is there's 2 15-minute periods of extra time. So 30 minutes. If there's no winner after that, then you get the shootout.
Shootout. Okay.
Yeah. And then someone goes through.
Okay.
So
Gotcha.
yeah.
Cool. Didn't know that.
So anyway, there's your
Again,
winners.
I'd like to start watching a little more soccer. So I don't know.
Champions League's a good way.
You're
a good place
the only
to
one
start.
I know that watches soccer.
Yeah, Champions League's a good place to
It's
start.
just like on all the time, right?
Often, yeah. I can tell you.
Yeah. Well, we should start watching it.
So
I'll bring the bottle.
here's your Toronto Maple Leafs.
Fuck.
Yeah.
All right. What is it?
Leafs are going to play Ottawa, Edmonton, and Winnipeg.
Oh my God. You're giving predictions for that many games?
They're going to win 3 out of 4. And I think the one they're going to lose is against Ottawa.
How dare you?
I'm just telling you. Well, bet the opposite. I think the Leafs are going to win 3 out of 4 of those games and then cement where they are. I think the Leafs have
So
had
when does
their
that
slump.
take us to?
I think their slump's over, the Leafs.
Okay.
They won last night. They had a terrible goaltending performance from Frederik Andersen on
Before we
Friday
continue,
night.
Pull up the schedule.
Mhm.
So you're saying they're going to win the next 7?
That'll take us to the airing of this episode. I'm
Oh.
saying the next 4 games.
Okay.
So that'll take us up until this episode airs. So maybe I'll just do the next 3 then.
I was just going to say, because usually we record these on a Sunday, and today's Sunday. Uh,
Sorry, I'm wrong. I shouldn't be predicting these.
You're predicting the wrong games, right?
Definitely.
100%.
Let's go to your predictions. Scratch that.
Scratch it.
Just my Champions League predictions for me this week.
Okay, cool.
I'm a retard.
All right. So the first one I'm going to start off with is golf. Today is Sunday, March 21st. Matt Jones is currently in the lead. He just teed off 20 minutes ago. He was leading, I think, minus 10. The people in second were tied for like second or third. 100%.
Yeah.
They were minus 7.
What tournament is this?
Honda Classic.
Okay.
So he was leading. Will he hold the lead to win the Honda Classic?
I will tell you in one
Matt
second.
Jones.
Once I see who else is in the field.
He just teed off. I wanted you to do this before, but it's okay. Is he still in the lead? Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
Jones?
They're not far enough along.
Okay. Yeah.
I just wanted to see who was in this tournament because sometimes 100%. Like there's tournaments where there's a lot of guys you don't know.
I was gonna do that, but like there's
Matt Jones will win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me grab a different colored pen here so I know. I'm just gonna write this down real quick. Will win. Okay.
And that he started the day with a 2-shot advantage, right?
3, I think.
Okay.
He was minus 10, I believe, if my memory does recall.
Matt Jones will win.
Okay. So, on Friday, March 26th, rugby.
Oh, fuck.
In the Guinness Six Nations.
All right.
France versus Scotland. Who do you got? Now, I do have stats. So France won their last game 32-30 against Wales.
All right. Wales is really good.
Yep. Scotland won their last game 52-10 against Italy. Now,
Italians can't play rugby.
In the standings, Wales has 20 points.
Mm-hmm.
Ireland and France both have 15. Scotland 11, England 10, Italy 0. So what is the question? Scotland had.
Who's going to win, Scotland versus France?
Yeah. So again,
I'm going the upset. Scotland's going to beat them.
Scotland's going to win.
I'm taking the upset.
Okay. You heard it here first.
Yeah.
Chris predicts.
Mm-hmm.
Matt Jones is going to win the Honda Classic, and Scotland on the 26th is going to win the Guinness.
I guess
win their game.
Out of my predictions, the underdog is City's going to get knocked out in the quarterfinals. They're not going to the semis.
Who?
Manchester City's going to get knocked out by Dortmund.
Okay. You got to give me these after.
I will. That's fine.
I'm going to forget.
That's the main takeaway. There's 2 other close. There's like the other legs are pretty close. Chelsea's pretty obvious.
Yeah.
But the other ones are close. So Matt Jones, Scotland's going to upset France. And Dortmund's going to upset City. That's the major takeaways from Chris Predicts this week.
All right. And you heard it here first. Chris Predicts. Dude.
Bet the opposite. My advice.
Oh, man. That's hilarious. All right, man.
Cool. That was fun.
You want to wrap it up?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. mail.twoseasonpod@gmail.com. Facebook, 2seasonpod. On YouTube, @2seasonpod. Hit that subscribe button. Hit the notification bell. Hey, tell us your predictions. If you're going to beat Chris, if you're going to follow his predictions. I think France is going to take it. They actually had a tough game their last one.
You don't know shit about rugby either.
Wales. They beat Wales, which is the top team. And you're telling me Scotland, okay, 52-10, but Italy has 0 points.
Yeah, but Scotland's ahead of England in the standings. Scotland's a tough team. They got too much heart. They're going to upset them. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Yeah, let us know. And guys, thanks for listening, and we will see you next time.
See ya. Bye.